good stature and they still want to play ball, which they need to divert into other sports. So we feel powerlifting should be something that people should be able to make a normal living from. I think in the late 90s and late 90s, early millennium, virtually out of every 4 or 5 houses, you see gym. You understand? You see men working out probably for physical build, to have, for clothes to look good on them. While some do for probably self-defense. But naturally, powerlifting is a very professional sport that can earn you a living, that can take you places. But because it's not too known here in Nigeria, and we feel, if we can take it to the grassroots, help upcoming, young ones. You understand? Some don't really know the honors because they don't even understand the sport. But taking it to the grassroots, more like exposing it, creating more awareness, and that is what we intended doing. So we're picking up from this very stage, and it's going to go far from here. You understand? There are many, segments of powerlifting, like Mr. Olubide said the other time, squatting, bench press, deadlift. You understand? All these segments of powerlifting has a rules of its own. So we intend to use this opportunity to do a clinic, more or less like a local clinic, powerlifting clinic, to expose it more to the local people, to the younger ones, and hey, aside football, can make a life from powerlifting as a sport. So that's a major force pushing the whole idea. And here we are today, Nigerian Powerlifting Federation, in collaboration with Mass Limit Powerlifting Club. We're heading somewhere very productive.
Okay, so let me take you on for taking to grassroots. In schools, even in rural and villages, people are always enlightened about football because you see them the monkey posts and everything. But other sports, because you see other sports coming out to say football. Because even when a child is born, you buy football for the child. So nobody's thinking of any other. That is, how can we get this powerlifting and other sports into that the mindset of people?
Yeah, trying to create awareness as the reason we're taking it to the grassroots. Imagine in your community, come down there, set up a gym, a bench, like 200 kg, and we announce in your community that the strongest man here that lifts the highest bench here, they're going to come with 100,000. What do you think will happen there? You virtually see all the strong men in the community coming out. Because why? The awareness. Football has gotten much awareness than other sports in Nigeria. Not in Nigeria alone, the whole world at large. So we're using this medium to introduce Mass Limit to the people in general. So not just introducing it, but making them know the rudiments, the rules, the nitty-gritty. That's where the fun comes in, because whenever sport you're doing and you don't know the rules, you can't enjoy it. Yes. And the other things we still doing to create more awareness.
We've been doing series of competitions. We've been sponsored here at home. We went to international competitions outside Nigeria, in Europe, Africa here. But the problem is the awareness and people to sponsor. In Nigeria, if you don't have people there to sponsor any sports, you are just there on your own. We have 1,001 sports in Nigeria, but it's only those ones that people are paying attention to, that you hear them in the radio, in the TV. So if you don't have people behind you, it's very, very difficult to grow. Like I was saying, powerlifting is a game of 3 disciplines. It's a game of strength and endurance, but it has 3 disciplines. That is the squatting, the bench press, and deadlift. is this total sum of these three events that you total together. So that is how you win. I don't know, maybe you are getting. You must have a total in the three events. If you don't have a total, that means you don't have a score. In the squatting, you must have a total. Bench press, you must have a total. Deadlift, you must have a total. So we now sum these three together. That is where you have the winning chance. But if you lose in any one, you don't have any chance. And like it's an international event, and it has been in existence since 1972. We have over 100 plus countries that are member of International Powerlifting Federation. And here in Africa, we did our first All African Powerlifting Championship 2008 at Egypt. So Nigeria came second, and that was our first time of going out to go and do competition of such. And you know Nigerians, if we want to do anything, we do it to the best. It's only if we don't want it. Powerlifting is a game that if we have sponsors that will sponsor it, it will go very, very far. And it will help our children out there. Majority of them, it is not every student, every individual in the country will be an educationist. I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer. No, it's not everybody. Some will make their ways from sports. And if you can be able to assist somebody in a sport that he loves, definitely it will go anywhere. All we need is that assistance, the sponsors to help us. And that is what Mass Limit is doing. They are coming in conjunction with the federation to sponsor this game we want to do now. We want to do at least to bring it from the scratch, from the youth. So that's why we are doing this championship. And it will be coming up 17 meeting of the next month at the national stadium.
Is there an age limit?
Yeah. The powerlifting is from 14 to 30. That is for the younger one. We also have masters in powerlifting. We have master 1, master 2, 3 to 4. Okay. The master start from 40 years. Once you are 40 years, you can compete in the master. That's master 1. 50 is master 2. 60 is master 3.
So they will be competing in this
Yeah.
championship?
No, they are not.
For this championship, the age range you are expecting?
We are having from that 14 to I think 30, 35.
Both male and female?
More than me.
So how many people are you expecting?
Like we are contemplating having about 7 categories, and we'll be having up to at least 50 and above.
50 people to participate in.
More than that, but at least we'll have 50.
So after the championship, so what next?
The championship, it is like I've said, it is the mass level that it is doing this in conjunction with the production. He said that the winners, that the first, second, third, in every category like that, they are going to take them home. They will now bring them to the national gym. They will be training with other winners, other champions that have been in the game before. Probably in the future, we will send them outside the country. There's competition in Africa, Egypt, Europe, around the world. But like I've said, we only lack sponsors.
Okay, so
but we are not going to, those that are going to win, we are going to take them up this championship.
Okay, so for those that will participate, is it only professionals or we mix them?
No, we are mixing them. No. We are mixing them. Like we said, it is all about grassroots. We are having professional, and there will be some professionals, and there will also be some that will come from the grassroots and then it's going to be good.
Okay, so sorry, let me take it back. So for those that will win, is there anything like mentoring and mentoring them to participate?
That is exactly what you said. That they will now, the winners among them, we will introduce them to the national the national body, that is the rental body in Nigeria, from there we take them.
Serious now. And it's not something anybody wants to form because it's not popular in Nigeria like that. But it's an international game, it's popular internationally. And because we are in it and we've been in it for quite some time now, it's just for us to bring ourselves together, whatever resources we can tax ourselves. That's what we've done. We've taxed ourselves, bring up resources from their side, from our side, from our friends. Pushing it, what we want to achieve, we want it to achieve an autopilot. After this one, I'm sure they can bring up about another competition maybe in the next 2-3 months, and more people will come in. More people will like to come in. All these beverage companies, pharmaceuticals, they want to give out some things for. So it's really due, and we only have to thank God. Because after 20 years that we've been managing ourselves, we've been traveling. I have some documents to show you. Let me get them. Where we've been traveling, we tax ourselves, they will give us money. Some people will not go, but some athletes will have to go because they are the main athletes. They have to go. They have to represent the country, and they are always willing to see Nigerians. They are always willing because the real game of power, strength, lies with the black man. So if we can help them to achieve this autopilot thing, then, and with your help with the media, we'll propel them and they'll be able to achieve the youths will be able to achieve their God-given talents.
So talking about sustainability, this championship, will it be an annual thing or quarterly?
You know, like I just said, it can be an annual thing. It can happen again in 2 months' time. It can happen again in 5 months' time. It depends. It depends on what we, all of us, including you, what we put into it. Because we will not tax ourselves again for the next one. We have to bring the society to bear that, okay, we alone cannot be doing this. These people, we've done this. This is what we did. And this is what we want to achieve. Honestly, all the money, 50K, 70K, it's chicken change. We can't even buy some of these people's drugs. But it's because we just have to tax ourselves and get the best of ourselves. 50K, what will 70K buy? Up to 50K. But, you know, the euphoria that there's something after a long time, that's what we are keen to again. If you have other things,
I just want to suggest, aside using the traditional media, we know majority of people, those in Israel, they are all on social media. So also use the social media aspect to also get them, because once you put it out on social, everybody's saying it. Everybody wants to participate. Also bring more people, bring in more sponsors.
Nice that you trophy.